Picture this: you board your flight. A flight attendant hands you a glass of Dom Perignon. You walk past a dining room, a cinema, a Turkish spa, and a throne. Yes, an actual throne, to reach your private bedroom at 40,000 feet. No turbulence, no crying babies, no middle seat. This isn't a hotel, it's not a yacht, it's a plane. Today we're pulling back the curtain on the 8 most extravagant private jets ever owned or commissioned. The gold-plated cabins, the anti-missile systems, the jaw-dropping concept designs, and the price tags that will make your brain short-circuit. Welcome to Jet Society. Let's get into it. Mukesh Ambani's Boeing Business Jet 2, $73 million vertical bar, the boardroom in the sky. Mukesh Ambani is worth over $100 billion, so it makes sense that when he flies, his plane doubles as a command center. His Boeing Business Jet 2, the BBJ-2, is essentially a corporate headquarters with wings. It seats 78 people and comes loaded with a private master suite, an executive lounge, a dining room, a full bar, and a private office that rivals anything inside India's most powerful corporate towers. Reports describe extensive custom modifications throughout, every inch of the cabin tailored to exactly how one of the world's most powerful businessmen wants to work, rest, and travel at 38,000 feet. A flying penthouse. At an estimated $73 million, it's the most modest jet on this list. And it's still absolutely insane. #7. Donald Trump's Boeing 757 $100 million vertical bar Trump Force One. The Boeing 757 is already known as the Ferrari of commercial jets. Fast, sleek, powerful. Donald Trump bought one in 2011 from Microsoft co-founder Paul Allen, and then did exactly what you'd expect him to do. He trumped it. The interior refit turned a 200-seat commercial plane into a 43-seat flying mansion. Seats are Italian leather. Gold-plated fixtures are everywhere. Door handles, bathroom fittings, light fixtures, even the seat belts. There's a bedroom, a dining room, an entertainment room, and a guest suite. The outside, custom paint job, Trump in gold letters. The American flag on the tail. It's bold, it's extra, it's completely on brand. Whether you love him or hate him, you have to admit, the man commits to a theme. #6. Kim Kardashian's Gulfstream G650ER. $115 million vertical bar Kim Air. A standard Gulfstream G650ER costs $66.5 million. It's already one of the finest private jets money can buy. Ultra-long range, ultra-smooth, ultra-luxurious. Then Kim Kardashian got her hands on it. Her version, nicknamed Kim Air, has an estimated total investment of over $100 million after customization. So what does all that extra money buy you? The exterior is a distinctive matte cashmere finish. Step inside and you're basically walking into her house. The seats, the pillows, the headrests, all cashmere. Every surface is muted, tactile, and obsessively curated. The tech is just as impressive. Kim Air features an enhanced ionization system that filters and refreshes cabin air. Because when you're flying private, even the oxygen needs to be on point, and when guests board, they're handed a welcome kit of Skims products. Because of course they are. Kim Air isn't just a plane. It's a brand experience at 41,000 feet. #5. The Sultan of Brunei's Boeing 747-430 $320 million vertical bar, the gold standard. The Sultan of Brunei has a personal fortune, estimated at around $28 billion. He owns over 7,000 cars. He once threw himself a birthday party that lasted an entire month. So when he ordered a private 747, subtlety was never part of the brief. A standard Boeing 747-430 already costs over $200 million. After the Sultan's intervention, estimates put the price at around $320 million, and the transformation is staggering. Inside, you'll find a master bedroom, a private office, a full conference room, and multiple lounge areas, all finished in solid gold or gold plating. The bathrooms, gold. The fixtures, gold. The wash basins, Lalique crystal and gold. What makes this one stand apart from the other gold-heavy jets on this list is the scale. This is a 747, one of the largest commercial aircraft ever built, turned into a single person's personal flying palace. And all of it, every corridor and every cabin, finished to the standard of a 5-star royal residence, because for the Sultan of Brunei, that's simply the minimum acceptable. 4. Roman Abramovich's Boeing 787 Dreamliner, $350 million vertical bar the Flying Fortress. When Russian oligarch Roman Abramovich's assets were seized following international sanctions in 2022, the world got an unexpected peek inside one of the most secretive private jets ever built. What they found wasn't just a luxury plane, it was a flying fortress. The Boeing 787 Dreamliner is already rare as a private aircraft. Abramovich's version cost $350 million and was reportedly equipped with advanced military-grade defensive systems, including the ability to jam radio frequencies and an anti-missile defense system capable of protecting against both ground and air-launched attacks. One aviation security expert confirmed these kinds of systems are real. They do exist. They are fitted to certain aircraft, whether it's preventing people from getting on board or preventing missiles from hitting the aircraft as it takes off. I can't name specifics, but yes, they exist. Beyond the armor, it's exactly as lavish as you'd expect. Cinema-quality entertainment lounge, a chef's kitchen, king-sized private bedrooms, massive walk-in closets, and bathrooms bigger than most London apartments. $350 million for a flying vault. When you're Abramovich, apparently that's just Tuesday. 3. Joseph Lau's Boeing 747-8 VIP, $367 million vertical bar the Sky Campus. Chinese billionaire Joseph Lau took a base 747 BICT, already priced at $153 million, and spent another $214 million rebuilding it from the inside out. The result is less a private jet and more a flying campus. There's a bar and dining room, multiple lounges, grand staterooms, guest rooms, a fully equipped boardroom for mid-flight meetings, and then, the crown jewel, an exclusive skyloft suite suspended above the main cabin, an upstairs living area inside a private jet. But the detail that really captures the imagination, the gym. Yes, Joseph Lau has a working gym inside his 747. Treadmills, equipment, the full setup. We asked an aviation engineer about this and got the most brilliantly understated answer. The use of the gym is regulated by normal airline rules. When there is turbulence, the passenger needs to return to their seat. Free weights are not recommended. On the $367 million flying gym, noted. 2. Alisher U.S. Manov's Airbus A340-300, $350-500 million vertical bar Russia's crown jewel. Alisher U.S. Manov is one of Russia's wealthiest men, and his Airbus A340-300 is the largest privately owned aircraft in Russian history. The base price of an A340-300 sits at $238 million. By the time Usmanov was done, estimates put the final figure somewhere between $350 million and $500 million. No one knows exactly, because almost nothing about this jet has ever been publicly confirmed. No interior photos have ever been released. No guest has ever spoken on record. This is a jet that values its secrets. What we do know, it has a range of over 10,000 miles, 4 engines capable of cruising at 540 miles per hour, and is widely described as one of the most luxurious private aircraft ever built. The jet is registered in the Isle of Man under the registration M.I. Abu, which translates to I am Alisher Borakhanovich Usmanov, and it's named Borkhan, after his father. The fact that we know so little about what's inside only makes it more compelling. In a world where billionaires brag, Usmanov simply disappears, and that, somehow, feels like the ultimate flex. 1. Prince Al-Walid bin Talal's Airbus A380, $600 million vertical bar the Flying Palace. There is no other way to say it. This is the most expensive, most extravagant, most impossibly over-the-top private jet ever conceived by a human being. Saudi Arabian Prince Al-Walid bin Talal ordered a fully customized Airbus A380, the world's largest commercial passenger aircraft, and commissioned it to be rebuilt as a royal palace with wings. The base price alone was $400 million. The interior refit was estimated at least another $200 million. Final bill, over $600 million. Now here's where this story gets fascinating, and a little different from everything else on this list. Most of what made this jet famous comes from the design concepts and renderings produced for the prince. And those concepts were extraordinary. A Turkish spa, A prayer room with computer-controlled mats designed to automatically rotate to face Mecca, wherever the plane is in the world. Multiple luxury suites, a formal dining room, conference facilities, a garage for the prince's cars, and design proposals that included a horse stable and a throne positioned at the very center of the cabin. A throne, on a plane. Whether every single feature made it into the final aircraft, we genuinely don't know. The plane was reportedly sold before delivery, allegedly due to financial pressures, to an unknown buyer. The full completed interior has never been publicly documented. But here's the thing. Even the idea of this jet, the sheer ambition of what was proposed, puts it in a category of its own. No one else has ever tried to build anything like it. A double-decker flying palace, designed for a Saudi prince, with a throne at its heart. We asked an aviation engineer about some of the more extreme requests: water features, pools, baths. His response was unforgettable. Splash pools, not recommended, for very obvious reasons. The weight of water. And when you take off, the aircraft is inclined, and water flows to a level that may result in spillage onto the cabin floor. And from there into areas not very comfortable with water, like electrics. Somewhere out there, an A380 is flying, and whoever bought it is sitting in what might be the most extraordinary aircraft ever put in the sky. We just don't know exactly what's inside. And that mystery might be the most fitting ending to this list. So there you have it. 8 jets, billions of dollars, gold plating, missile defense systems, and one aircraft so secretive we may never know the full story. The world's ultra-wealthy don't just travel. They live in the sky, in spaces more luxurious than most people's homes, flying at 600 miles per hour to wherever they want, whenever they want. The question isn't whether these jets are excessive. They obviously are. The real question is, if you had $600 million and a blank runway, what would your flying palace look like? Drop it in the comments. We read every single one. And if you haven't subscribed to Jet Society yet, what are you waiting for? New episodes every week. We'll see you at 40,000 feet.